Hey, have you ever wondered where people are getting their 3D figure models? A lot of times you can spot the same 3D models in a lot of people's artwork, and it never really seems obvious where they're getting this stuff from. So in this video, I'm going to do just that. I'm going to show you all the places that I know of and all the places that I've also used to get 3D figure models. The first part of the video is going to be paid models, so like websites where you would have to pay for the models or the packs or whatever. And then the second half of the video will be where you can get free models and free assets, things like that. And I'll also leave timestamps and everything in the description, so if you want to just skip right to that part of the video, you can. Let's get into it. So right off the bat, 3D model marketplaces like Turbosquid or CGTrader are always great for purchasing or finding models of people. They have a pretty large library and all kinds of details, all kinds of styles, low poly, high poly, rigged, unrigged, all that stuff, textured, untextured, whatever you could want. Turbosquid is definitely one of the best, and then as well as CGTrader. I think they both of these websites kind of like generally have the same models. I think CGTrader tends to just have a lot of sales constantly going on. And they also, I think, have a lot more fantasy and like video game kind of type things, whereas Turbosquid is a little bit more realistic and straightforward. Some of the other websites is RenderPeople, and RenderPeople is just like photo scans of people. So it's not fictional characters. They're all very realistic humans. RenderPeople is a little bit more high-end, on the higher end, because they are photo scans. So they're higher density models, they're more realistic. But if you have the money, I guess like a lot of this stuff is used more like architectural visualization studios, things like that, where they really need a lot of these realistic people to fill their space. But you know, if you wanted to get one or two for your own scenes, you could probably do that. Humano is another one that does photo scans. They sell packs. You can get these giant bundles and you just get like a bunch of them at once. Another good one is just good old Blender Market. Blender Market is a little bit better because they have sometimes more packs, more variety. But also Blender Market has add-ons. So if you want something like the Human Generator add-on, you can just buy this add-on and you can generate your own humans. You don't have to worry about purchasing pre-made assets. You can make them yourself if you want to do something like that. I think the final version, the final website that I've been using is BigMediumSmall. This website is 3D models made by artists for artists kind of thing. So the textures are very high quality and very realistic. The models are very well optimized and rigged and everything like that. And I think this was made by an artist, Jama Jerbeev, just a legendary concept artist, and he's just been doing a lot for the Blender community. They've only released a couple collections. You know, like if you need to make a post-apocalyptic project, you will get a post-apocalyptic bundle. It really depends on what your scene is and what you're making it for. Really, if you feel like you're going to be working in a very specific genre, then it makes sense to get some of these themed kits. But if you want just general people that look realistic that you can drag and drop into scenes, then photo scans are usually the way to go. I need to mention one last one that I think a lot of people don't really talk about, and that is Ian Hubert's Patreon page. I mean, this man has been releasing assets upon assets for, I want to say, over a year now, maybe. I'm on his Patreon. I know a lot of other people that are on his Patreon. I've seen a couple Blender tutorials and things like that where people clearly have his assets in their asset browser, and like it's very obvious that they are also subscribed to his page. But I just have to plug him. Obviously I'm a fan, but a lot of assets that he's released people are also using in their work, and that's one last place you can find great human figures for 3D. So Daz3D is a free software that lets you create characters and pose them, and it lets you do a lot more than just character stuff, but a lot of people use it for their characters because they have like really realistic skin textures, all this stuff. Just like the Human Generator add-on for Blender, if you want to just make your characters yourself, pose them, and you can just usually save those out as OBJs or as FBX. So Humano also has some free models, you know, good enough to start with, to play with. RenderPeople also has some free models you can download. This is cool. This looks like an animation. That's actually really cool. I've never seen that before. Oh, okay. So this is animated. You can see the cloth is not really moving. It's just rigged and animated. This one is cloth sim and everything. So that's really, really cool. Wow, I'm gonna have to get that. CGTrader also offers free stuff. You can just check this free button and you get a ton of stuff that's free. Same thing with Turbosquid. They have free ones. Go up to price and select free. They updated their website where it's a little harder to, it used to be where you would filter by free, it would only show you free stuff. Now they show you some paid and some free, so they kind of like makes it a little bit more complicated. But you know, it could be worth just going through and collecting all the free models and just getting them for yourself and building up a library off of that alone. ArtStation added a marketplace not too long ago. They have 3D models, and I think if we look at, go down to $0, look for free stuff. So ArtStation also has, and there's a lot of art websites that also have a shop or a marketplace. Like CubeBrush always has these free assets every week, I think. If you have any other websites that you think people should know about where they can get human models, leave that in the comments. I'd love to check it out, and I think it'd be really helpful for everyone else that comes across this video. And subscribe, like, all that nonsense. Hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.